and you brand whatever it is that you're working on. You just brand it. So in your mind, you say, let's say Alzheimer's come up in your mind, your mind. So that means you have a memory of whatever it is, and all you do is say, I brand it with Fern. I brand it, whatever the it is, with Fern. And the Vinny will know exactly what the it is that has to do with Alzheimer's. No, you won't know. So I wouldn't be fussing around with trying to figure out what the memories are. But this Fern will work on whatever memories which are related to space. So you have space things that have come into the Earth's, whatever you want to call it, and this is the thing, the space thing is related to HIV too. So as you work on this branding, you will work on a couple of things: the Alzheimer's, you'll work on the viruses of HIV, and you'll work on these super viruses that no medicine can undo. You've heard of these super viruses, yeah? Yeah. So please know that every virus has the 3 cells. So let me just make up the cell of HIV, or call it whatever. They've got these 3 cells, these stuff. So what we're looking for when we brand it is getting at those memories. We're not getting at the cell, we're getting at those memories. Ramsey, can you just hold it up? So here's what I'm talking about. See it? So, two things I want you to be clear. You cannot pass this on to somebody else and say, here's how to work on, because why? Because you're the problem. So this particular Fern, unique to Maui, unique to Sheraton Maui, is really a brand. So a brand is what? It's a logo. And so you're using the logo called this Fern, and I don't know if maybe somebody will research the Hawaiian name, but that brand can brand anything that has to do with super viruses. Super bead. And all you do is take one of these and you put it on. So if I have a mother, I have ancestral stuff that has to do with Alzheimer's, I just take it and I said, okay, whatever is in my ancestry line, I brand it with the Fern. Yes, Ramsey?
Actually, the name of that Fern is...
Can you come and put it up there on the board? That's why Ramsey came. See? Ramsey's going to help us with this stuff. Can you erase the board, ma'am? So we only want that word up there. We want to erase the entire. Now, can you imagine as you touch it, it's undoing the memories in you, HIV, all of these that you brought in. And what does that mean? Does it have a meaning, Ramsey? Lao E.
It's Lao what?
Lao.
What?
Yeah. Do it. Erase it again and try it one more time.
Okay.
So I would put this name because then in your mind you can use this name, Hawaiian name. You got to say it correctly. Yeah. You don't say it correctly, it'll come back and bounce against you. So you make sure you learn this word correctly. So let's listen to what he's saying.
Okay, it's Lao Wa'e.
Lao Ahi.
Lao
E.
Wa'e. See, the A in this last word is kind of pronounced Wa'e. This is the Okina, or the glottal stop.
That's the punching sound.
Right. Lao is the leaf, yeah. Like lao. You folks ate lao last night with the green leaf. What a lao is, it's the leaf. So it's a leaf, and this wa'e is just the type of fern it is, type of leaf it is. And those leaves those ferns were used as decoration. If you go to luau's, like last night, you see all those ferns. When I was growing up, the ferns was all on the table. And it has a strong smell when it's young. I think that is kind of an old leaf. But it has a very strong smell. On the underside, there's little dots. And that's what...
Spores.
Spores, yeah. And that's what the doctor was talking about earlier.
So make sure we use this expertise that Ramsey had. So if you're not... Hello? Raise your hand. So what we want to make sure is that he helps us with the correct pronunciation. So
Yeah,
if you
it's...
have one to add, raise your hand. Yeah.
It's Lao Wae. Wae. It's like Lao Wae. Wae. Yeah. And it's Ho'oponopono. It is not Ho'oponopono. It's Pono. Yeah? It's Ho'oponopono. Not Pono. Yeah? And the doctor is correct because the Hawaiian words have so much meaning that if you pronounce it wrong, it's a totally different context. You take in the word, it's totally changed the meaning.
Let me give you an example. So the word for son is kala, as opposed to kala, which means money or forgiveness. So, let's get it right. Because this is a powerful anti-virus stuff against memories in you and me that deal with HIV and space stuff. The reason why we're having problems dealing with this is because, unbeknownst to us, there's a space element in these viruses that you can't defeat. They can't do it. They reconfigure themselves. Yeah. So if you are still unclear, my friend Ramsey is available. He will only charge you $50 in a whack. He has to. Okay. So logo. This is the logo for doing away with these super viruses, which are memories in you.
Does this fern have to come from Maui? Can we find it elsewhere?
Like where?
The fern?
Like where?
Wherever we live.
No, you can't. That's why you come to Maui, because it's a Maui fern.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if we would like to practice this back at home, then we use the word.
Or you take a picture of it. Or, there's a lot of or. There's different ways you can solve it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Not at all. Yes, sir.
I can tell you that I have it in California. It's my backyard.
Yeah, okay. I would still do it on Maui. Yeah. Yeah. But there's something about the Maui strain that will do this super virus stuff and bring it to an end. And can you imagine that we didn't have to experiment? Yeah? So, I don't know where to go unless Joe, where's my friend? Joe, do you have anywhere you want to go? 'Cause unless you have a question.
There is a question way in the back.
Well, do you have any of these tools for other kinds of mental illness or depression?
Listen, this fern will do it.
Oh, even mental illness? I'm sorry, no. Yes?
What is mental illness?
Schizophrenia,
No,
depression.
that's data in you.
Well, that's what the labels are.
I know, but they're bullshit. Did you know that no medication can help what you're talking about? Do you know that in this great country that the sixth cause of death is medication, prescribed medication? So listen, just do it.
Do this.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, good. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Remember now, it's not schizophrenia. It's data. Data. If I say to Michael he's schizophrenic, I'm saying that to God. Can you imagine that we label people and like labeling God? We're saying to God, you're schizophrenic. 'Cause now he was born perfect. So what we see in him is not God. We see the crap in us. So to label some autistic and like, we have labeled God, a divine person. So I'm trying to get you to see, listen, you got it like the Hawaiian, the words are so powerful. If you name somebody schizophrenia, it's going to come back and hit you. I tell you, it'll, I'm sorry?
The disability system hinges on the
No,
label.
you hinge on it. You're maintaining it by saying that. We can undo it. But you're the one that's saying the system doesn't exist except in your mind as data. Isn't that so? I mean, we're saying this is the system, but we're saying that's in ourselves. But now we can undo that. Really. So you don't have to deal with schizophrenia, HIV. You don't have to deal with these. But the only question is who's going to be responsible. Shall I read again? Anybody, everybody, and somebody. Yeah. I'm just trying to be as straightforward because when you leave this class, you're either going to be 100% responsible or you're not. And most of you, I have doubts, you know. Really. Yes, sir.
Cleaning when we're asleep, or was I asleep?
I'm sorry?
Cleaning when we are asleep.
Yes. You can do it by talking to this child in you and say to the child, here's how the cleaning works.